Welcome to MCK Media. Thanks for choosing us. Kindly subscribe now to our YouTube channel for more videos.
MCK Media, connecting you with digital life.
What's happening? Because we are seeing you have been inside and you are getting out, you're exchanging words. We don't know what exactly is happening.
Thank you very much. Yes, I have been in and out of the hall. Today is day 2 of the inaugural workshop on constitution making process, which was opened yesterday through a public opening, which is semi-public, but head of state was there to officially inaugurate the workshop. Today is a discussion where the nominees of the stakeholders are having conversation around who should draft the constitution, how long should civic education process be, and when should the draft be handed to the next body and all that. So what we have done as an organization, because I work for an organization that has a core mandate of monitoring and observation. So we express interest to come to this conversation as observers, to be quiet, to follow the process and be able to update the citizens about what is happening. We know that while this workshop is happening behind closed doors, it's important for citizens to know that the workshop is happening, the workshop is discussing ABCD, and at a certain point, people need to work and people need to engage in the process. But Max Planck, the facilitator, and RJMEC secretariat, plus few nominees in the room, about 4 nominees from specific parties, have said they don't want observers, they want to have their discussions behind closed doors. And I think that is problematic.
Why?
They have not given a reason. They have said there's so many other people. If they open up now for observers, it will mean they have to open up for everybody. So the question I'm asking, whose constitution is it? Is it our constitution? I thought it's everybody's constitution. Why should it be limited? And we are not saying we want to come and discuss. We just want to come and observe so that we, the South Sudanese, can write our stories. Because if our stories end up in computers of somebody who is not going to keep it here, then the story will not be complete. Already now, there is a crack because RJMEC and Max Planck are saying they are not the ones who decided that this thing should be behind closed doors without observers. They're saying it's the nominees, but the nominees, some of the nominees are saying no, it's not them, others are quiet. So already the story of constitution making in South Sudan is being messed up by RJMEC, Max Planck, and the few nominees who seem not to see the danger in what they are doing.
But does the agreement say there is need for observers?
The agreement has not even said that it has to be closed door. And my rationale, our rationale is that this is a national process and it's happening in the country. Since the agreement has not said it has to be behind closed doors, there is no need to have it behind closed doors. And even if it's behind closed doors, it's important for citizens to observe and for citizens to know what is happening.
They were saying you were not invited and you just came here. So,
yes, I had written to JMEC, requesting JMEC Secretariat that such an important process requires observation. And they wrote back and said, no, they cannot have observers. And I told them it is not popular with citizens that something about them is being discussed behind closed doors without them and not giving update to them. I assure you, the whole of today, I don't think JMEC or Max Planck is going to educate us about the constitution making process. And to me, as a concerned citizen, that is problematic.
How would you react to the claims that you have your colleague from the civil society who is representing maybe...
My colleagues are participants, they're not observers. And we need to be very categorically clear about the role of observers in a process, in a national process, and participants in the national process. Everybody has a role. Now, this process, the design of this process does not allow observers. Even the international partners are not here. So this process is entirely left for Max Planck and JMEC to drive it. Where are we in it? Whose constitution is it? And it's about who? Those are questions that I'm asking. And I think those are questions that require answer. And my appeal to South Sudanese is to pay attention to this process, because the first question I asked Max Planck is this how you've been doing in other countries? Or this model is particularly for South Sudan? And finally, I want to say that to me, the process does not look transparent.
Are you worried that it's not going to yield fruits?
I am very worried that, one, there are things that may be imposed, because already there's that trend. Number two is that the discussion is not building on where we have started. And the moment a country is not allowed to build on what they have founded is problematic, because then it gives us a shaky foundation. The question we should ask as South Sudanese is, how good is that for us? Thank you.
Welcome to